Hello and welcome back, guys. So today we're going to go ahead and make a couple of farms. First things first, we're going to make a wood farm, and then we're probably also going to make a food farm as well. That way we're just never going to run out of food. We're probably going to do some drill mining, and I'll show you how that works with the drill. If you have any recommendations for projects in the future, like if you guys want to see any specific farms, I'd love to hear it. But otherwise, yeah, let's just get started. All right, guys, so right now what I'm doing is I'm drilling out a whole bunch of area down here, and the reason being is I am mostly out of diorite and andesite, which is needed to make more Tinker's Construct components, and right now I'm working on getting the tree farm tutorial started, and I'm going to need more of that stuff. So I'm just kind of letting it kind of go down, drill out a whole bunch of stuff. There is some visual glitches once you hit a certain distance, but you can see it's just continuing to break blocks out on its way down. This will get me just enough materials to be able to make that tree farm, and that'll make trees and wood essentially a non-problem. I'm gonna go ahead and continue mining a whole bunch more, and we'll continue on from there. See you guys soon. Okay guys, so I did quite a bit of mining, and it looks really dumb right now, but if you look down here, there's a couple of chasms, and yeah, I had a little bit of fun doing that, kind of listened to some podcasts while I was doing it, because it does take quite some time, even with the drill being as quick as it is. I drilled over there, and the main reason for it is when I looked on Journey Map, there were no caves that had lava in that area. Same thing goes with this area over here. So I did a little bit of digging here, and at this point, my backpack is pretty much jam-packed full. So super happy with that mining trip. Probably gonna go head back home, and I'm gonna need to figure out a situation to get more lava, because at the moment, I am kind of stuck going back and forth between the nether, which is incredibly dangerous. Probably going to be a dripstone setup, but at the moment I don't have any dripstones, so I'll have to find some and go about it that way. So, well guys, at the moment I have had absolutely zero luck finding any dripstone. However, I did find this really cool underground mushroom biome. It is also connected to a lush cave as well, which is really interesting, and I kind of like that. I have found quite a few things here and there, quite a bit of iron, diamonds, that kind of stuff, just in chests that are kind of scattered around the map here, but otherwise, that's about the most success I've had. You also probably just heard that cat kind of meow, which is funny because there's no cats around here. That's because I have kitty slippers, and they make creepers run away, which is phenomenal. I also found a couple of other trinkets here. This increases my invincibility time. This makes it so I mine like just, you know, low-level stones pretty quickly. And then this makes it so I get teleported away if I were to take a fatal hit. Now, I did die before I actually got a hold of that, which is kind of a shame. Pretty much took me down to 11 levels after I was at about 40, which is pretty brutal. So, I'm going to continue trying to find some more dripstone. I'll see you guys back here shortly. Hey guys, I wanted to give you guys a little bit of a insider view on what I had to do to get dripstone, which I did end up getting dripstone, but it was a absolute nightmare. So I started mining around here and couldn't find any. I decided to travel over this way just to see if I could find any here. I dig around here, and that's where I died, and that's where you saw the mushroom caves, and absolutely nothing. There's just nothing out there. So I went into spectator mode on a different world, a copy of this world, and did a /find command, and the closest dripstone biome that was in the game was all the way over here. So I'm glad that I did that, otherwise I was going to be spending hours trying to find it, and I did need dripstone to continue on with the game. Did still have to trek all the way out here in survival mode. I did still dig down, I did find the dripstone cave, and I was able to finally bring it back here, which you guys will see in a later clip. So just want to give you that insider info, and yeah, enjoy the rest of the video. Alright guys, we're all set and ready to go ahead and make our wood farm. So we're going to go ahead and get started. So first things first, you're going to need to clear out a large area. It can be as small as I'd say 7 by 7, but right now I'm actually going to be going with, I believe, a 20 by 20 almost. This is going to be a pretty significantly sized farm. So you want to clear out quite a large area, and then you want to pick a central location so that you can dig a hole straight down. Next, you're actually going to dig out a hole that is the size of a large water wheel. Now, what you're going to go ahead and do, place your water wheel, and you're going to place it vertically like that so that your axle or your shaft can go straight upwards. You're only going to place one shaft, then you're going to take your mechanical bearing and you're going to place that right there so that it's flush with the ground. Next, you're going to go ahead and take your radial chassis and build those 3 up. And you're going to take your linear chassis and do however far you'd like to go out in one direction. And then you're going to do the exact same thing for the top here. Next up, you're going to go ahead and take your saws. You're going to place those along here so that they're all facing outwards. And then on the back side, we're going to go ahead and place our deployers so that you can see this little box here. And what we're going to do is we're going to take our saplings and kind of alternate them. The more you want of a specific wood type, the more you place it, and the further out in the circle you place it. So I've got 5 wood types that I'd like to collect. So in this case, I'd like to have my spruce out here. I like oak. I like redwood. I like birch, and I like the dark oak. So because we've got it like that, all we have to do now is take our saplings and hand them directly to the deployers and make sure that they match. So in this case, I'm going to take, now that I think about it, I'm going to go ahead and take those saplings and split them in 2 so that every single hand has at least a couple. Once all of your saplings have been placed in the hands of the deployers, you're almost ready. Next up, we do have to link all of this. So what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to take a chest, we're going to set it here, and then we're going to take the other chests and just kind of set them anywhere on this front line here. It doesn't matter where they go as long as they're within the confines of the contraption. Next, we're going to go ahead and take this portable interface, and we're going to place it on the end here, and it's got to be the furthest outmost block, or you can set it on the inside here, as long as the end of it is the farthest reaching part, like that. So you see how that's kind of going to be reaching out once that interface is working. Okay, so next what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and set up 2 stations. First, we're going to go ahead and set a chest down, and we're going to set that down not 1 but 2 blocks away. So we're going to set that down right there. Okay. Next, we're going to go ahead and set a chute right on top of it. And then we're going to set a, we're just going to have to place an item right here. And then we're going to have to place the portable interface. And you're probably going to have to rotate that if you use a chest as the block. Next, you're going to go ahead and take a funnel, and you're going to set that right there. And this funnel can accept a item filter. And this one here is an item filter specifically to only accept wood or anything with the wood ID. So we're going to place that there like that, and that will essentially make it so that anytime there's actually wood in the system, it will funnel into the item portable interface, and it will go straight into that chest there. So this will just be filled with nothing but wood. The other interface that we're going to go ahead and set up is going to be for essentially destructible items we don't want in the system. So because twigs is in this, because sticks are in this, we're going to get a lot of items that we just don't want in the system, and this is going to make it so that you don't have to worry about those items constantly overflowing your area. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 blocks 11, 12, 13. So we're going to go ahead and do that same thing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we're going to go ahead and place our chest right in here. We're going to place our chute right on top again. And if anything, we could probably set a chute right there. Our portable interface. Get rid of the chute. And set our brass funnel there. And then this item filter specifically does not allow wood or saplings to come through. So it'll accept everything else, which means once this is actually spinning, it'll collect every item, and anything that's not a piece of wood or sapling will go directly in here. Now to get everything started, take your bucket of water, and you're going to want to go underneath the system here. I always just like to have a little tunnel that goes directly to it. That way I can turn the system off anytime I need to, because this system is kind of dangerous if you don't have a blockade for it. See, now we have our center here. We're going to go ahead and place our water bucket, and we have our saws on this side of us, so we want this to rotate in this direction. So to do that, what we're going to do is we're going to take a block of dirt, or of any block of any kind, and we're just going to set a water right there, and that will get the water wheel rolling. Now you don't have to have it perfect, it only has to have a little bit of water there, and because it only has a little bit of water there, it'll still spin at the max speed. So I always just like to leave this tunnel as is, and then have a way out. Oh, looks like I forgot a step. So this is a quite important step, and this is why I make mistakes, you know? I'm gonna go back down here, and we're just gonna go ahead and take that shaft off. Pretty simple. I forgot the super glue. So let's take our super glue and put that right there, and we're gonna link the whole thing, just one big piece. And once we put that shaft back in place, the whole system should be running now, and you're gonna hear a whole bunch of trees being placed. Yep. So the trees are being placed now, and we don't have a lot of trees, so sadly this won't be, perfect quite yet, but as soon as one of these grows, it will automatically start cutting them down with the saws. Now, again, be very careful because those saws do damage if they hit you. So standing in this area is quite dangerous. Now, to make this look a little bit nicer, I might build a little platform or something around it, and then I might put a farm on top of that. But yeah, that's our tree farm. Alright guys, well as you can see, the tree farm is absolutely shredding it right now. It's doing an amazing job. It has a crazy amount of wood down in the chest over here. It's got spruce, dark oak, a whole bunch of redwood, just a crazy amount of wood. And this is really only about an hour's worth of wood collection, so this thing is an absolute monster, as you guys can see. I did put a ring and kind of a building around it, and it's going to sound kind of dumb at first, but this is going to be our farm. And I'm going to use the power that is a part of this system here, and I'm just going to make it one big system that all moves at once and collects all of the carrots, potatoes, all the different types of vegetables that's part of Farmer's Delight and all of those other mods. And that'll make the whole place just look that much cooler. Other than that, just wanted to give you that quick update and let you guys know what's going on. Alright guys, just wanted to give you another little update here. Things are coming along quite nicely. I've got all the dirt down. I've got a redwood wall here. Got some kind of look-throughs to help the trees kind of have some light. Got all of our water down. It's probably too much water, but I like to be symmetrical, so yeah, just need to get all the stuff for the contraption, and once I've got that, we are pretty much all set, because I can just till up the land and get it going. I do need to get some more glass, however, but otherwise that's about it. Alright guys, looks like we're in the dead of winter at this point. I do want to go over the new farm that I'm going to go ahead and build. This is going to be a crop farm, I'm super excited to get started here. But first off, we are going to go ahead and shut off our original wood farm here. I don't know why this is blocked off like this. And to do that, we're just going to go ahead and take out that shaft. Pretty simple. On top of the farm here. And we're going to start by getting some radial chassis and just building straight up. We're going to go ahead and build 3 up here, just like so. And then we're going to go ahead and take our linear chassis, build 10 out, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Pretty simple. Then we're going to do the exact same thing, but right up here. And we're going to go ahead and place a couple of chests right up here. And then in the front, the same direction that we got our other farm, we're going to go ahead and place our harvesters. It will just cut down the crop. It will not replant the seeds, which stinks, but we have a solution for that. And that's going to be our deployers. We're going to place these so that we have the little 4-dot square box thing there. And we're going to place these the same all the way along. This is literally just our tree farm, but it's going to be used for crops. And so I've picked out 10 crops that I want to go ahead and farm. These right here. I did a little bit of a tutorial on how filters work, so I'm going to go ahead and use that same filter for this. Next, I'm going to go ahead and take a whole bunch of my different seeds and whatever I decide that I want to plant, and I'm just going to chuck those down here in my hotbar, and we're going to go ahead and do that. So we're going to just put these in here, and what this will do is this will be our filter for what each deployer is allowed to place. Next, we're going to go ahead and do our storage interface. So same exact situation as the one down there. We need to have 1 block space, and then we need to place the interface on that. So I'm just going to place, I guess, a block right here. Place that there, and we're going to need to get rid of that. So we're going to go ahead and do that. We're going to take our funnel, place it on the back there like that. Take our filter and set it there. It will not accept seeds, so it will leave the seeds in our system. And as for the potatoes, carrots, and onions, I've got it set so that it'll only accept full stacks of those items, which means that if it goes round, it has a chance to fully plant all of them. Then if it's got a full stack, it will put it in here. And it'll go around again, collect all of the potatoes and carrots, and that'll just make it so that the farm still has the ability to maintain itself, but I still get to skim some off the top. So next I'm going to go ahead and break these blocks here, and we're going to run a chute. And what this will do is it will take the items and put them down here so we don't have to go up here all the time. And we're going to leave 1 block open there for our chest. So now everything will go directly into that chest, which means that if we're down there, we're going to be able to pick everything up from down there. Looks like the weather decided to clear up for us, so that makes things quite nice, and hopefully it'll make the video a little bit higher quality for you guys. We just need to connect everything here so that it's all one piece. And once it's the one piece like that, it should be all connected up and ready to go. Now I will need to clear out this tree, which I think should be able to be done with the one down there, because luckily it's all kind of running under one system. And another nice thing is harvesters don't deal damage to you, so feel free to actually just sit inside of the range of the harvester. You will have to till the ground initially, and once you do that, the machine will go ahead and start planting all the crops that it is actually able to. But otherwise, that's about it. I forgot to mention, you will need to take your seeds and put them in the hands of the deployer. I went ahead and just upgraded my Tinker's Construct setup. It may not look much bigger or anything like that, but it actually goes underground now. So I have a significantly bigger Tinker's Construct setup. I have not just these 2 tanks here, but I've got 3 more in the back where the lava is kind of being produced. So that means that I can just take my 3 buckets of lava, stick them directly in there, and that will go ahead and add to my system. I did also make it so I've got 5 of the casting tables and 5 of the basins, and what that'll do is it'll make it so that I can just get things kind of pouring quicker. So when I've got a whole bunch of stuff that's being smelted, this will make it so that I can just kind of pour all of them all at once and get things rolling. So super excited about that. Another big reason why I'm excited to get this going is because when you smelt with Tinker's Construct, you actually get a little bit more than what you would normally get. It'll only give you extra 3 nuggets, but that extra 3 nuggets does add up when you're starting to talk about blocks of raw iron ore, blocks of copper ore. So it really does add up quick, and I can show you that in my bag here. I had quite a bit of raw iron ore, and that has turned into about 43 blocks, which is phenomenal, and I still have some right here. And then I've got quite a bit of copper as well, and that's even after I've spent some of it to start next episode's project, as a little bit of a spoiler. But I wanted to give you guys the lowdown on how the Tinker's Construct stuff is coming. I think next episode we're going to go ahead and do a Steam engine, and then we're probably also going to do some Tinker's Construct tools, because we definitely need to get those online. As you can see, my diamond pick is starting to get pretty worn out. So yeah, if you guys liked the video, please like, subscribe, leave a comment on any ideas you have for the Create mod, or if there's any contraptions you'd like to see. If you have any questions about Tinker's Construct or any of the other mods that are a part of this pack, I'd love to answer those in the comments down below. And I really appreciate the support from the last video. The last video did really, really well as of the recording of this video. Just under 60 views, which I am super, super psyched about. So I really just want to say appreciate it to all you guys. Otherwise, we'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.